My suggestion would be don't prepare only theory. Whenever you learn something like RAG, agents, try building a small project around it. Hey Kodos, what's up? Hope you are doing great. Thank you so much for amazing response for all my interview experience videos. So here comes the RealPage interview experience for senior AI engineer role. With 5+ years of experience, expected package is almost 26 LPA. So this interview had completely of 2 rounds. The first round was on 1 hour technical discussion, completely focused on generative AI, RAG, AI agents, MCP, and production AI systems. And the second round was 45 minutes face-to-face managerial round, where they have discussed about leadership skills, project ownership, communication, and real-world decision making. The second round was completely face-to-face. They have invited me to RealPage office in Hyderabad. So one thing I noticed from this interview, companies are no longer looking for people who just use ChatGPT APIs. They are looking for engineers who understand how AI systems actually work in production. So let's see what kind of questions were asked in this interview. I have also added the managerial questions at the end of the video. So do watch the video till the end. Before getting started, do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Let's go. So as you can see the evaluation process, starting with the application, thereafter round 1 is of 60 minutes technical interview and round 2 is of 45 minutes of managerial round, which is face to face. And the major concepts that they have covered in this interview are generative AI, RAG, AI agents, MCP and production AI system. If you are preparing for AI engineer roles, my suggestion would be don't prepare only theory. Whenever you learn something like RAG, agents, try building a small project around it. Many follow-up questions come from implementation experience rather than the definitions. That's exactly what happened in this interview as well. Starting with the RAG and vector database evaluation, one of the first questions was RAG versus fine-tuning. A lot of candidates memorize definitions, but interviewer usually want to know when you would choose one approach over the other. Questions around recall, MRR, faithfulness and relevance was asked. A good preparation tip here is not just understanding what these metrics mean, but also to understand why they matter in real systems. Next comes with chunking strategies. Thematic chunking versus fixed chunking is very common interview question nowadays. If you are preparing, try understanding the trade-offs. So most interviewers started asking about architecture decision questions. Next about vector databases, FAISS and pgvector. This is another favorite topic because every company building AI applications is worried about hallucinations, the root causes and the mitigation techniques that we need to explain clearly. Next comes with the AI agents. This is probably one of the fastest growing areas in AI right now. The interviewer started with the React pattern. Instead of asking for a definition, they wanted to understand how an agent thinks and performs actions and observes the result and then decides the next step. Then the discussion quickly shifted towards safety. Questions like preventing infinite loops, controlling agent actions, handling failed tools, what happens if a API fails, what happens if the tool gives us bad data. Here you can check the system guardrails, preventing infinite loops and executing the secure execution paths. You can also check about the LangChain, LangGraph and CrewAI. These comparisons are becoming increasingly most common in senior level interviews. So you can check the exact comparison and explain these concepts accurately. Next about MCP and agent architecture. This was one of the most interesting parts of the interview. The interviewer spent quite a bit of time discussing about MCP. So they wanted to know how tools are discovered, how agents communicate with tools, and how systems remain scalable when new tools are added. So they have asked about model context protocol and the comparisons about architecture and the main tech stack, MCP versus function calling and A2A. Whenever a new AI concept becomes popular, don't stop at understanding what it is. Try understanding what problem it solves. That single mindset helps answer many follow-up questions naturally. You can also check about scalable design and agent tool communication and reusable integrations. Next comes to production AI systems. Honestly, this is where senior candidates differentiate themselves from junior candidates. Like the interviewer asked about monitoring AI systems in production, like latency tracking, token cost, tool success rate, and response quality were discussed more here. So one important lesson that I have learned from this section is that building the AI applications is only half the job. Monitoring, optimization, evaluation, maintenance are equally important in real world systems. Next and final round is about managerial round, face-to-face discussion of 45 minutes. Here, interestingly, there were very few technical questions, but most questions focused on leadership and project ownership. The manager asked about challenging projects and handling team conflicts, mentoring junior engineers, and situations where projects were at risk. What would you do during a production incident? How would you handle changing requirements? So, as you know, these questions will not have any perfect answer. The interviewer mainly wants to understand your thought process. So, you can quickly answer this situation kind of as per your current experience and your roles and responsibilities in your current role. My recommendation for everyone preparing for senior roles is first and foremost thing, know your project inside and out. Most candidates spend months learning technologies, but only a few hours revising their own projects can give us the great scope of cracking this interview. Overall, this was a very strong senior AI engineer interview, focusing on practical experience, architecture thinking, leadership, and production AI systems. Thank you so much for watching the video till the end. See you in the next video. Bye.